And here we are. Welcome. Welcome forward, everyone, to the latest edition of the Working Man's Warships. I'm your humble host, Jedi Gad, and we welcome you, whoever you may be, wherever you are in the globe, whatever time of the day or night it is where you are, and however you are tuning in, watching, and listening. Welcome, welcome all. So today, we are going to demonstrate the importance of defending your base. The goalkeeper is just as important as the outfield players. And we're going to use my first ever premium ship, first one I ever got on this game, to demonstrate today's lesson. Mein erstes Premium Schiff war der Admiral. Salute. So for the Grafspee, we've got a base level commander, Karl von Müller. You can get him in the store, save up your commander XP, but we need a German guys. We need a German guys that's going to help us today. Unser Kommandant, der zweitens Weinsage, der. Salute. He will give us a credit boost if we get those 50 ribbons. And you know we're about currency on this channel. We want to maximize our profits. Our base trait, we are hearty. We are running Tenant. And we're running Sims. We will go beyond range. We are running the Expose. We are fortified. We are fixated. And we are fully packed. The 3 Fs at the end. The ship itself. Aiming Systems Mod 1. And Damage Control System Mod 2. So as far as boosters, we are as ever going to run Commander XP. And we're going to run Global XP. We are going to run a credit booster because we want to play into our guys. And a battle booster, why not? Why not? I mean, we could deal with it, can't we? And so, Admiral, der zweitens Weinsage, du wirst angewiesen, Deutschland mit Stolz zu vertreten. This will be a capture the base. And the mission brief for this is, in a capture the base, I know it says capture the base, but that doesn't mean you leave your own base unattended. Going for capturing their base is great, but what about your base? And immediately off the bat, you can see we are in one of those annoying 4 or 5 destroyer battles. Anything above 3 is annoying, and we're on the ring. We have a division, they don't, and you can see our ship is angled towards the northwest. Now there's already 5 ships in that direction. If I go that way, it's gonna be 6. A 6-on-3 overload. Not preferable. Particularly as this is a capture the base battle. So instead of going over to the west, I'm instead gonna counter rotate and head to the east. Because there's only going to be 3 over here. Now, remember, it's important to know what type of ship you are running because it will give you an idea of its capabilities. And in the case of the Grafspee, it is ein Taschenkriegschiff, a pocket battleship. That means it should have the speed to outrun battleships, but the power to hurt them. It also has the speed to match destroyers, whom it must hunt. So Lugdunum comes around here and we're going to try and start to farm him. Now, the dispersion looks good, but we're not getting large amounts of damage. That's fine. As long as we keep the score ticking over, I can live with that. We can live with it. Right? Sometimes you won't hit 4s and 6s. You have to get the singles. Okay? You can't hit home runs. Bunt, run the bases, manufacture runs. Right? We don't want to swing and miss. Sacrifice fly. Keep the base runners moving. Now you can already see the issue here. There's an overload on this side, which is exactly why we came this way in the first place. Because it's that overload that we are trying to prevent, particularly as our teammates have just taken the capture the base literally and have gone running off. What happens in a football match if your midfielders and all your defenders all go forward at the same time? What's going to happen? Yeah, you're going to get overrun at the back. There's no point in scoring 4 goals if the opponent scores 6. So we can see the Huger there, and we're going to keep trying to nibble away at these ships and their hit points. Again, we're not hitting very hard, but we're hitting hard enough that we can be a deterrent. Right? We're still here. This is the problem. Now you can see torpedoes are incoming. We've lost our destroyer, and you may or may not have saw me warn him before to get back. I warned him. I tried to tell him, but he didn't listen. So he's fish fry. We've got a Mackinson here, but this is a problem. Now you tell me, would I have got him? Would I? I might. But that extra delay having to dodge the torpedoes was the problem there. But look around. There's just us here and this Mackinson. I mean, he's asking for help. I'm going to help you. I am. I'm going to help you by telling you to get back. That's how I'm going to help you. But there really isn't much hope for him with that amount of energy, where he is, and he's surrounded on all angles. Unfortunately, he's not long for this world. There's nothing we can do to help him. Now, we are literally the last ones left. We are the last ones left. Last one standing over here. Last ones left. West side. You know the rest. We're the last ones left. They've all run off to go and attack the enemy base. Again, that's great. That's wonderful. It's nice. But who defends our base when we're all running off up there? Who? So we're just going to keep chipping away. We've got to stand firm. We are literally the last line of defense here. Now, again, no one is saying you don't attack the enemy's base. You do. But it's knowing when to do it. You can't leave your own base unguarded, and we're surrounded on all angles. There's a Huger there. There's a California there. We know there's a destroyer here. It's just, what else can we do? We're behind on the ship count. We're under constant attack. Torpedoes, shells. They're all over us like rice. Everything, ordnance is coming like rice. It's just everywhere. But if we don't defend this base, who's going to do it? Someone's got to do it. It's a dirty job, but somebody has to do it. We can't leave the base unattended. So we're just going to have to keep going. Our job here in this situation is to delay the enemy long enough for our teammates to capture the base. That's our job. Stand firm. Remember, no surrender. Tactical retreats, yes, but surrender, hell no. So what we're doing is evasive maneuvers, a tactical retreat, keeping the enemy on their toes, and our teammate, this base should be captured anytime soon, right? Right? Well, no, actually, because just when I thought it was over, they've been reset, which means we're going to have to continue our war of attrition. The ship count is equal, but we're the only ones here. We have no choice but to keep going. Now, it's all well and good you telling me to defend the base when you're all the way over there. How about you come and help me? How about that? I mean, I told him yes because I've got no other choice, but he's over there giving instructions. Yeah, you there. You there. Defend the base. Get over here and help. But that doesn't change the fact that we do actually have to defend the base, and you can only escape for so long. Hugo gives us a reminder. You know what that's like? You know when you've done something bad when you was a child, and you, just as you thought you was going to escape from grandma, she just extended that belt long enough to just clip you on your butt cheek. Ah, she got me. Oh, that hurt so much. Oh, that hurt. And then the torpedoes come. We can't dodge everything. So the combination of grandma giving us a smack on the bum and the torpedoes to the face, I've just decided, you know what? I've had enough. Enough. No more running. No more running, Admiral. Angreifen. Angreifen. We are going forward. They're about to take the base. We are not near taking theirs. Yes, we might be doing well on the scoreboard, but we're about to lose this game. So there is nothing else for it. Balls to the wall, and we need to go forward. Now, I know the destroyer's there. I know the Huger's there. I know this. But sometimes you have to put yourself in harm's way. That's how it goes. On goes the sonar, and immediately you can see the value of the expose as the torpedoes come in. We dodge those. My torpedo dodging percentage is pretty good so far in this battle. That's 1 out of a million. 1 out of a million has hit me. Right? Now, I don't know what I was looking at there, but the destroyer is clearly here. So's the Hyuga. It's them or me. It's them or me. We hit the Fubuki hard, and it's going to be them or me. And I don't want it to be me. There's nothing else for it. We are going straight towards them. Now, Hyuga shot the other way, and I thought, all right, I'm going to get him here. I'm going to get you here. Here come the torpedoes, but I'm pretty sure I can tap dance these torpedoes. Ready? How much do you rate my skill level? How much? What do you think? Tried to tell you, didn't I? But Hugo's like, enough of this crap. You over there tap dancing. Tap dance these shells, fool. That's what Hugo said to me. And we go down. But the sacrifice was necessary. We have taken so much energy off of the Fubuki and the Hyuga that Leon is just now on cleanup duty. We're up there in their base, and the Leon should easily be able to deal with these two low health ships. Now, I want you to watch this carefully, right? Watch this engagement, okay? Look at the Leon's health. Look at the Hyuga. That's one salvo, right? 16 guns. Somehow, this guy at point-blank range doesn't sink the Hyuga, and in return, he gets absolutely smashed in his broadside. That's 16 guns with the Hyuga on that health, and you didn't sink him. 16 guns. Like, I don't understand. Okay, we've got another salvo. Here comes another 16, right? Now, the fire sinks him, dodges the torpedoes, well done. The fire sinks the Hyuga, but this man literally had 32 guns to shoot at point-blank range and didn't sink him. And for his troubles, he gets nuked by the Fubuki. However, once again, we took so much energy off of the Fubuki and particularly the Hyuga and reset them multiple times, that has put us in the driving seat. Now, Benson doesn't need to do this, but he's choosing to. So I want you to place your bets on if Benson is going to catch Fubuki before the time runs out and the battle's over. Place your bets. But the point is, the amount of damage we did to that Hyuga was critical, because had we not done that damage, that Hyuga would have made mincemeat out of the Leon in double quick time, and then we could have had a problem. But we didn't, because we protected the base. It's key. Remember that on a capture the base battle. There's no point in getting their base if yours isn't defended. Always remember, the goalkeeper is equally as important as the striker. If you stop the enemy team from scoring, you will win. And if you score 9 and you can't stop them from scoring, they'll score 10 and you lose. So if you like what we're doing here, like, subscribe, share, and we will see you next time on the Working Man's Warships. Take care of yourselves.